Hey there! In this video, we're going to be talking about something that doesn't really have a silver lining. Repos. Repossession of cars, to be more specific. What it is, what's owed after repossession, and your options. So, let's get into it. Repossessions are, well, exactly what they sound like. The bank or leasing company you use to get the loan for your car wants to be paid. When they don't get paid, they're going to come and take their vehicle back. Notice how I said their vehicle. With the loan, you are technically only borrowing the money used to purchase your car. So technically, you don't own the vehicle until you fully paid that loan. This all traces back to you signing the contract. You agreed to specific terms when you loaned or leased a car, and you have to keep those terms. Now, flash forward to when your car has been repossessed. You've likely missed numerous payments by now, and your car was taken. It's never a fun situation to be in, especially when it's unexpected. And now you have to deal with what comes after. Now, you would think that since your car was repossessed and you no longer have it, you probably won't have to pay any more bills. Well, if this is what you think, I've got some bad news for you. A common misconception about repos is that if your car gets repossessed, you no longer owe the debt. This is false. You still sign the contract, you still owe the rest of the loan or the rest of the car payments. But don't worry, you're likely not going to be paying off a car that you don't have and you won't get back. What will happen is that your bank or lender will try to sell off your vehicle. Like I mentioned, banks and lenders want their money, and they will do whatever they need to get that money. Your repossessed vehicle can and will be put up for auction, and will most likely be sold. The next part is important. After the car is sold at auction, the amount it was sold for will go towards the remaining amount that you owe towards the car. Yes, even after they sell your car off, you will still probably owe the bank money. This amount that you owe after the vehicle sells is called a deficiency. Now, you might think it's done at this point, but you'd be wrong again. It doesn't end there. Other fees and additional costs are going to be added to your deficiency throughout the repossession process. The repossession bill, the auction fees, the preparation fees, the transportation bill, etc. These things add up quickly and could easily add $2,000 to $3,000 onto your deficiency. Essentially, the best advice is to do your best to ensure you don't get your car repossessed by paying your loan as agreed. But if it is inevitably going to happen, you do have one option. That option is to privately sell the vehicle. Now, it's not some free ticket out of a repossession, but in some certain situations, it could absolutely save the day. The idea is to sell your car to someone privately, and in doing so, pay off your loan. To do this, you are going to need to check a few things first. Right off the bat, you need to check the loan's payoff amount. The payoff amount is the total amount you would have to pay to fulfill your loan agreement. This amount is going to be higher than what you owe over the life of the loan, and that's because the bank has to make up for lost interest. So just be prepared for that. Once you know your payoff amount, you can then determine whether it is worth it or not to sell the car privately. See where I'm going with this? It turns into a pretty straightforward decision once you know how much money you can sell the car for. So, in one situation, you discover that you can't sell the car for the payoff amount. If you can't cover that payoff amount, you're not going to be able to sell the car privately. In the other situation, you find that you can sell the car to break even with the payoff amount. Well, good for you. If you can break even, you are 100% in a better position than a repossession. And last but not least, you could even come out on top. Yes, instead of getting your car repossessed, there is a slim chance that you could actually make some money. With car prices as high as they are right now, privately selling the vehicle for a higher amount than your payoff can be a legitimate option. Well, that's our piece on repossession. If you were trying to figure out if you still owe money on your repossessed vehicle, chances are you probably do. However, if you know your car is going to get repossessed in the near future, private selling is definitely something to consider. Hey, thanks for checking out our videos. We're coming at you with new videos to help you build and repair your credit every week. If you're interested in more, give us a subscribe.